Gentlemen, and welcome back to Zompocalypse Podcast. My name is Brian, and I will be your host today. And I got another story for you from Zombie Survival Tactics. The title is Zombie Apocalypse. Plain and simple, down to the point. It reads, what if zombie apocalypse begins tomorrow? Are you ready to fight, or will you die? What would be your survival plan? If a zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow, I am not ready whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna be real for a minute here. We all know a zombie apocalypse will not happen, but we know of. Is it possible? Sure. What kind of strategy will it be? No idea. But I have done a little bit of research on my free time once upon a time. And I believe it was on Netflix a while back, and they done a topic on will it be possible for a zombie apocalypse to happen. They said it's impossible for it to happen, but of course that's just media saying tried to protect itself from saying for making people freaking the fuck out. But they have looked into it. In order for a zombie apocalypse to happen, they believe that the rabies virus has to mutate to the point of it controlling the brain, like a regular zombie virus. They said if it wanted to work, so the rabies has to mutate to the point in order for it to take over. Can zombie apocalypse happen? Sure. If somehow the rabies virus does mutate to the point of turning people into some sort of zombies. Now, we had an incident a while back with bath salts turned to a person to go into a craze or a zombie state that ate a homeless person. Well, will that consider to happen? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you alterate drugs and shit, yeah, I'm sure it'll fucking happen. And there's so many, I'm not going to go too much detail about it, unless I will do an episode about the zombie itself, about getting into details, what I have done some research on. But please remember, I'm not a professional scientist or a professional survivalist. I just do research and I learn from books, movies, and games, and I put it into perspective. So whatever I say, please take it as a grain of salt. This is for entertainment purposes only. So before I go on to another rant, let's get into what a lot of people say. One person just says, die. Well, I'm not ready. I have a family. I will do whatever it takes to protect my family. Do you have a plan? Sure. But will it work? Doubtful? Maybe? I'm not sure. So, I'm sure if somehow the shit hits the fan, I'm sure that something, I don't know what will happen. So, like I said, I'll do whatever it takes to protect my family. So, another commenter said, A, I don't want to fight if I don't have to. B, I'm as prepared as I can be given my current circumstances. 3, consider that I can bar the door and hunker down for at least 14 weeks. I feel I can outlast initial chaos if an instance's global shit Zompoc, or SHTF Zompoc. I don't know what the fuck that means. 4, I have access to a fairly remote, self-sustained area that is already fairly affordable for most any Toltwaki short of a truly massive earthquake, because not sure what that would do as well the wells and terrain in that particular area. E, the only challenge is I'm a spring chicken. The only challenge is I'm not a spring chicken. 6, I feel my chances for longer term survival are pretty good. Nice. I like I said before, I do have some sort of a plan, but I live in a town that has at least about 20,000 people in my town. I live kind of the outskirts of town, but in order for me to get to a place I know is, I believe, relatively safe, is I kind of have to go through town, and as we all know, people freak the fuck out and go from there. So I don't think my chances of surviving this is pretty slim to none, but I will do whatever it takes to protect my family and make sure my family survives. Another commenter said, a real world zombie apocalypse isn't going to actually end the world unless the zombies are significantly stronger than in most zombie flicks, or a large portion of the population all turn at once, creating hordes from the very start. There's a few books I've been listening to on Amazon. There's a couple of zombies that do mutate into bigger, stronger, and smarter zombies, but somehow their group survives and other people survive. So I mean, it all starts off with I'm going with the basic bitch shit here, with a flu shot or some sort of a vaccination that carries the zombie virus with it. So with that being said, if something like that does happen, I mean, when the hordes get so great, it makes it horrible to frickin' like I said, the commenter said, the only time, like when if a zombie apocalypse do happen, if somehow like a big horde of zombies are able to if people turn out at the same time, makes it something like a horde's so fucking huge. I mean, it could be unsurvivable, but it can be survivable. It depends on the situation you're in yourself. Here's another commenter said, I'm rural, so it would take a while to get here. I'd probably be stocked up enough to survive a few months until zombies all die. Another commenter said, I would survive because I have a good family, good geographical placement, combined with we have about 200 guns, a shit ton of ammo, a farm with cattle, chickens, and hopefully getting hogs from the neighbor. I myself have a long plan which I am going to write down. Make a computer copy of it so I can build a town survivors, kill most zombies, breeds that can happen, more farming ideas, a system, some sort, like laws and rules, training / teaching of kids and adults. I have a small town which could be entitled as one. I know it's a 50-50, the whole town would be united, but we got like 150 people and 100 more out in the woods / cornfields. I don't live in town, but it's a short horse ride there and a 30-minute walk. While then other survivors will try to steal from us or try to kill us. More likely we would kill them. Some of us have military experience and combat experience. While some are planning to join, we have also natural defensive sniper positions across my area, which looks over a neighborhood, half a mile, and a highway that leads to my town, plus a lot more I haven't listed. Where the fuck do you live, man? I wouldn't mind joining your ship. So, I mean, they seem to have a very good plan. I mean, there's a small town around here, too, that's about half hour, 45-minute drive. I'm happy they do have a good plan. So, anyways, that's a Sunday. I'll be sleeping after a long night of partying and drinking. Fuck no, I won't survive. A lot of people will be doing that. A lot of people will be partying, drinking, drugs, and all that shit. So, here's another commenter said, currently in a decent-sized city with 2 hospitals and decent crime rate. My chances are pretty low if a mass outbreak happens, but I would sure as hell try to rally my neighbors and seal off our section all around. Decently prepared on melee weapons and tools like my chainsaw, bolt cutters, crowbars, miscellaneous, but no guns. I give myself at least 50%. plans, ready for supply as well as scrounging or whatever weapons, equipment, seeds, water I will need to get to my property. In the sticks and try to survive. Stockpile and dig in with perimeter and wait it out. That's a good plan right there, I believe. I mean, everybody lives in different areas. So like I said, I live outside of town, but I will literally have to go through town to get to a safe area like a small town where I grew up in. Another person says, ready to wait it out for a week or so and let everything fall before I go out and look the good stuff. I mean, you can wait, but there's a advantage and disadvantage of waiting. If you wait too long, all the supplies will be gone. If you go too soon, you have a chance of going into a shit show and not work, and that nothing will be working. Here's our smartest comment. At least the school's going to be canceled indefinitely, so that'll be a big moods bonus. Isn't that the truth? Another commenter says, given my current circumstances, I don't think my family will survive. We live on a college campus and don't have access to our gun. It has to be checked in with the campus security unless we're using it for something like hunting. We don't have a lot of food right now, and we aren't able to get more until coming Wednesday. We don't even have a stockpile of food. I also have a child that has food sensitivities and will only eat certain things. So if it came to a survival situation, the only good thing is to track our truck and our wits. The truck wouldn't last long. Unfortunately, it's a 2012, so it's got all the computer things you can't fix in an apocalypse. And our wits would only take us so far. Our little house is on the end of the building, so right next to the most traffic area of town. And it's a tourist location. Potentially, we could try to get in my in-laws, but they're worse off than we are because they're located on the edge of the biggest city in the state. That sucks, my dude. Living on fucking campus and having a child. Ugh. There's a lot of college kids and people live in town and shit like that. So I wish you luck. But I'm ending this episode right here. So let me know what you think. Do you have plans for if a zombie apocalypse happen? Let me know. Send me a message on Zompocalypse1 on Gmail, or look me up on Zompocalypse on Instagram. Send me a message from there. So let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe, be kind, help each other out much as possible. So stay safe out there. I'll talk to you guys later.